Good evening, everybody. It's Kitzur Shulchan Aruch Siman Nun Aleph. Klolim b'bracha acharayna. Rules regarding bracha acharayna. Al peras ilon, fruits of the tree, very appropriate for tonight being Tu B'Shvat. Chutz mishiva saminim, apart from the shiva saminim of Israel, 7 species, which I'll discuss later. Al kol peras adama v'yarokos, and all vegetables. Chol dova she'eino gedula me'aretz, anything which doesn't grow from the ground. Meat, fish. Mevarich achareim, the bracha afterwards is borei nefashos. Afilu achav v'shosa, if you ate and drank, then still it's bracha achas, it's one bracha. So basically, all those things have an apple. The bracha afterwards is borei nefashos. Base bracha acharayna v'chein brachas hamazon. The bracha acharayna. Also, Ein Mavarachin Olav, Ella and Kain Achal Kashir, unless you ate the required amount, the Hainu Kazayas, which is a Kazayas, which is approximately 29 or 31 to 33 cc, depending on which Isaac you follow. We usually say around 30 cc. Avol apochos mikashir, but if it's less than this amount, ein sarach bracha acharona, you don't need to make a bracha acharona. Amash yesh omrim ein chai bracha acharona elam kein shasa revius. It's less than a revius. According to some, you don't make a bracha acharona. Revius being minimum of 86 cc according to Reb Chaim Noah, and 150 cc according to the Chazon Ish. Yesh however, in this case with liquids, there's another opinion that says the gam mashkin, also with liquids, in shasa kazayis, if you drank the equivalent of the kazayis, i.e. 30 cc, chai bracha acharona, you have to make a bracha acharona. V'lachein, therefore, lot says midei spek, in order not to come to the suffix of brachas, yesh lizar lishtos elapachs mikazayis, you should drink less than 30 cc. Then you don't make a bracha acharona, or revius, and then you do make a bracha acharona. There's no difference between any liquid or liquor, and as far as this halacha is concerned. Gimel, davar shehu b'v'riyasai, something which is complete as its whole, that was created in that way, grew in that way. Dehainu ego is echad, for example, a single nut, or another fruit, maybe a cherry, kidneys achas, or maybe even one bean. Yesh omrim, there are opinions which say, alpha pisha ein bo kazayas, even though this doesn't have a kazayas, 30 cc. From kiven shu pri shalom, since it's a complete unit of a pri. Mevarachin acharov bracha acharona, you have to say bracha acharona. Yesh chalkin, those who disagree. V'lachein not says midei suffix, in order to avoid a suffix, ein lechol pachos mikazayis, don't eat less than the kazayis, and then you're sure that you have to, if you eat the kazayis, then you have to make the bracha acharona. But however, if whatever we're talking about has been broken up into smaller pieces before you eat it, bottom of this special significance of a whole product has been cancelled. Everybody agrees you don't say a bracha acharona if it's less than the kazayis. Dalad. All foods joined together to make this kazayis. If you ate half a kazayis of something which is requiring normally borei nefashos, fish, and something which half a kazayis of something which requires the bracha me'en shalosh, what we call commonly alamechya, pass, or even half a kazayis of bread. Nevertheless, mevarachin acharayim bracha borei nefashos, you have to say borei nefashos afterwards, not the other bracha, because we take the two parts together and say that makes into a requirement of borei nefashos. For nearly, says the Kitzur, and it appears to me, you ate half a kazayis of fruits which you would say ala eitz, fruits of Israel, the types of fruit of Israel. And then half a kazayas of, say, cake. Or half a kazayas of bread. The hashta ein kan shum min shebrach acharona shalai brain fashas. In that group, there's no one of them which actually on its own would require brain fashas. They're all part of an alamichya or a main shalosh. Mikol makom the chiddush v'varachim aleim brain fashas rabbis. You should say the bracha of brain fashas, because they make more than kazayis, which is the general bracha acharona. If you ate half a kazayas from something requiring alamichya, chatzizayas pass, and half a kazayas of bread, that combination, varachin achrem alamichya, you say alamichya, you don't join together liquid and solid measurements. So for liquid and solid, don't add together to make it the required quantity, but different kinds of solids do. Hey, you ate half a kazayas, and then you had a gap, and then you ate another half kazayas. If from the beginning of the first eating, add sofa achila until the end of the second eating, it was not more than the time which is said to be achilas pras. Then the two times that you've eaten combined, and you make a bracha acharona. And if the gap was more than that, don't join together. If with it drinking, even if you waited less time than that, it doesn't join together. So the question is, what is called kedei achilas pras? Now this is a big discussion in halacha, and some say it's as little as 3 minutes, which case then you have it has to be quite close together to make it the total. The time stated could be as low as 2 or up to 9. So it's a difficult one, really, and a situation which you'll try and avoid for this reason. We are makel with kedei achilas pras in other areas. Sometimes they say up to 9 minutes, but sometimes with machmir down to 2 or 3 minutes. Shasa mashka. If you had a drink which was chama, hot tea, hot coffee, hot chocolate, and you have to drink it because it's hot. The only way you can drink it is slowly, because it's too hot. Because you don't drink it within this time scale, say for example 2 or 3 minutes. Even though this is the normal way for drinking this kind of liquid, it doesn't. The sips that you take don't join together. And therefore, according to this view in the Kitzur, they do not make bracha acharona at all. The Mishnah Berurah says that since this is it's a big dispute over this issue, the general practice is not to recite bracha acharona, but if you want to be very careful, then what people do is allow the last bit of the reverse to cool down, the last reverse of the cup to cool down, the last 86 cc, so on, to cool down, and then drink all that together in order that then there's a clear chiyuv to say brain fashas afterwards.